What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out a brand new danger monster that just got revealed. This is coming out of Sofu, and this was actually revealed by a Game Informer. Yeah, as in like Game Informer magazine. If you're under the age of 25, some of you guys might actually be like, Cap, what the fuck is a Game Informer and why are you talking about it? Yo, Game Informer, for all of you guys who don't know, used to be a really big magazine. I mean, I'm in my early 30s and I'm a kid from the 90s, so before like the internet was widespread and everybody had it, that's how we learned about new video games coming out and how we got our reviews to know if games were good, was through magazines like Game Pro and EGM, Nintendo Power, Game Informer. Most of these magazines have been debunked because, you know, who the fuck reads magazines anymore, and most of them have websites that nobody goes to. But it's just so odd to see, you know, a publication from my childhood is now I guess jumping into the Yu-Gi-Oh game, because I don't know, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh is more lucrative. I mean, they're looking at the YCS attendance and they're like, yo, that Yu-Gi-Oh, that's the new wave right there. But let's go ahead and check out Danger Thunderbird. So we knew we were going to get some new danger monsters in Sofu, and I have to say this is one that definitely looks kind of spicy. Danger Thunderbird is a level 8 dark winged beast monster, 2800 attack, 2400 defense. The fact that it is level 8 is super important, and I'm going to explain why in just a second. You can reveal this card from your hand, that's the cost. Your opponent randomly chooses one card from your entire hand, then discard the chosen card. Then if the discarded card was not Danger Thunderbird, special summon Danger Thunderbird from your hand, and if you do, draw one card. If this card is discarded, you can target one set card your opponent controls, destroy it, so it's an optional effect, you have to like that. You can only use this effect of Danger Thunderbird once per turn. So Thunderbird is a pretty easy card to understand in my opinion. It's basically the counterpart to Danger Bigfoot. Bigfoot pops face up cards on your opponent's side of the field, Thunderbird pops face down cards, and even though in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! No one really sets face down monsters anymore unless they're in a really desperate situation, or I guess if they're playing crawlers or something like that. For the most part, there are still a lot of decks that set a ton of back row. Paleozoic, Altergeist, True Draco, they all top the 200 YCS, and we know Sky Strikers is the most popular deck in the format, and they set a bunch of cards as well. So being able to pop your opponent's face down cards are definitely good. But one of the big things about this card that I immediately noticed was the fact that it is a level 8 just like Bigfoot, and you guys saw the videos of the Danger Dark World deck and how fast that deck can be, where you're basically burning through your entire deck by turn 2. You now have 3 ridiculously powerful targets for trade-in in that deck, because the deck was already running trade-in if you're playing Dark World Danger, because you had Grapha, you had Bigfoot, which could pop cards once you traded it in, and now you have another card that you can trade in and pop cards at the same exact time. Keep in mind, all of these cards are also dark targets, so Allure Darkness is stupid in the deck, and some people have even noted like, hey Cap, you can use something like Twin Twister and you basically get to pop like 3 back row on your opponent's side of the field. If you use that against Paleozoic, Altergeist, or something like Sky Strikers, you basically wipe away their entire back row. I mean, being able to pop 3 cards for 2, that's definitely something that I'll take. I think that this card is good not just because it can pop face down cards and it's level 8, but also the stats are incredible. I mean, it's 2800 attack. It's not quite as strong as Bigfoot, but it doesn't have that puny ass defense that Bigfoot has where it's, you know, 0 defense. So if this guy gets put in defense mode, it will be 2400 attack. Like, I don't know, if your opponent has, you know, Boral Sword Dragon or something like that, they randomly put it in defense. Overall, this seems like a pretty good card. I think depending on what type of danger build you're playing will really determine how many copies you're running. For instance, if you're running a pure version of Danger, you could probably get away with just running like 1 copy of Thunderbird. But if you're running a Dark World Danger, or if you're running Fluffle Danger, where, you know, you're running a whole bunch of trade-ins and level 8s with the Dark World variants, and Fluffles, obviously your objective is the OTK, you don't want your opponent having those pesky impermanences and other things face down. You want to get rid of that back row so you can OTK your opponent with Wolf. You might want to run, I don't know, 2 copies in the Dark World version, go crazy, run even 3 if you will. I think that this card overall is pretty good, and I'm really interested to see what types of spells and traps Konami is going to give us in Sofu, because so far I kind of feel like they nailed it with the monsters. I think that the monsters so far are excellent, and I'm really happy that this card has great stats, that it's a really good beater that you can put on the field, because the deck needed something other than Bigfoot to just be able to do raw damage. So whatever you guys think of Danger Thunderbird, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.